They've just waved the green flag here at Watkins Glen, New York, as they come up from turn 2 up through the S's and to that long back straightaway. Kenny Wallace out in front. He held off a strong challenge from Ricky Craven down there in turn 1.
Yeah, Ricky moved right up on the inside there. And we have that's Tracy Leslie right there on the inside trying to make a move on green. He makes the move going through the chicane there. Boy, I'm glad to see this chicane. That really breaks that fast back straightaway down before you get in this very, very dangerous corner here. It makes this racetrack, as Terry Labonte says, fun to drive now instead of being afraid going down the back straightaway.
So here they come down the chute to turn 10 from turn 5. Eliminating the boot portion of the course that the GT cars run. Oh, David Green gets a couple off there.
That's using all the road course and all the sidewalls and everything else going around this racetrack. Those little ripple strips there would upset the lighter weight cars, but the Busch Grand National cars, you can throw them in there and ride right across them, no problem.
Well, now they've got them down in turn 1, 2 on the outside of the track and at different places around this course. Not just ripple strip. There you see the white strip of them. They're drivers call them cow pies. Because you get out there and you really go bouncing around. Well, that's what they shape like. But
Anyway,
as
we get back, you see Joe Nemechek just in front of Terry Labonte there, getting ready for the back straightaway. That's Hermie Sadler there going up under Green's car, trying to get in track position to get under him, getting in the chicane. He does that quite easily.
Passed by Sadler. Tracy Leslie started 13th. He's up to 3rd. Great run for Tracy, who spent some time at road racing school these past couple of weeks. Nemechek in 87. Presley in 99. Presley be the first guy to tell you he's not a road racer. He's not thrilled about this. It's not his favorite kind of racing, but he comes here and is happy to drive the cars on the trailer at the end of the day.
Well, at the end of the year, he's moving into Harry Gant's car, and he's going to have to run road courses, so this is a good training ground for him. For all these guys, they plan to move up in the Winston Cup someday and further their racing ventures. They have to learn to run these road courses. They're important.
Out of turn 11, back to start finish. Terry Labonte keeps moving up. He's on Kelly Moore. He's on Robert Presley right now. And Randy LaJoie is moving up.
Now, Randy LaJoie told me yesterday he absolutely loves road racing.
Ricky Craven back in front. Takes the lead back from Kenny Wallace and Tracy Leslie closing in.
Tom, are you a little bit homesick watching these guys go around there?
Sorry, we'll get Tom back on here in a second. As Craven now has a 3-car breakaway draft as they work down toward the inner loop once again. Let's show you the pass once again as Craven took the lead. Prime passing spot at this racetrack. Down into turn 1 and take away the inside line.
Well, that's what he did. He just took the line away where he couldn't turn where he was supposed to, and it made it very difficult getting in that corner because he had to go wide. But the way the car of Kenny Wallace is running, he's probably just going to bide his time a little bit. Maybe cool his brakes back down, make another run. Tracy Leslie there in 3rd, though, is making a strong run towards the front.
Yeah, I'm impressed and surprised. Leslie is not known as a road racer. Like I said, he went to school this past week to kind of hone his skills. He and Robert Presley both went. I say this week. It was earlier this month. And he's right up there in 3rd spot. And Nemechek is on pit road. That's a surprise. He was battling with Terry Labonte for a spot in the top 10. Now there's Labonte pulling up on David Green. 91 winner here.
You know, they call Labonte the Iceman. You see why. He just methodically moves his way through the field. He picks off a car there. But he never gets himself in a spot where you say, hey, he looks like he might get in trouble, because he never gets that race car in trouble.
Very smooth. Randy Porter with Kenny Wallace moving past. Ooh, now there's a tough place to pass. Joe Nemechek. Transmission or shifter problem for Nemechek. Well, did they jam it in one gear? We'll see.
Mike,
He'll go back out.
Mike, to really relate to that, I'm not sure which I'd rather do without here, transmission or brakes. If I had my choice, I'd just as soon have a good transmission as I had brakes, because they work together, getting you up into the corners.
Terry Labonte is past David Green. As he continues running toward the front. Now here's Randy LaJoie looking for space, and a big wave from Randy Porter.
You not a bad thing to do when you look in the mirror and see Randy LaJoie coming.
Right. Labonte going through David Green. Let's pick up Butch Leitzinger, the fellow who won the Busch North race here several weeks ago. There's his Ford. His dad, Bob Leitzinger, runs the Nissan GTU team in IMSA. Butch has done well in that series, and they were looking for some new challenges, and he is now in 12th place. Let's get an update on Joe Nemechek from Glen.
Well, Mike, I came up to his pits when I saw him come in. The car was hung in gear. They have gotten it out now, and it is okay. I'm talking to Vic Kangas. He tells me that everything is A-okay now. He did not lose a lap, so maybe he can catch it on the Contra 2, catch back up.
Thanks, Glenn.
See Sterling Marling at the end of this little line here. He's got a very good race car, but he started very far back in the pack, so he's being very careful coming up through there, but he has a fast race car.
Once again, the starting positions were determined largely by point standings. There was no qualifying for this race. Here's Leitzinger to the inside of Chad Little. Butch out of State College, Pennsylvania, second-generation driver. And they've been very, very pleased with what they've been able to do in NASCAR road racing here in a short time.
Sterling went under there and had a little bit of front end push through the middle part of that corner, and he had to back out of the throttle or run into the car of 91 of Leitzinger. So this is a give and take at this part of the racetrack. But if you notice when they start in the corners, every car here looks like they're under control to a great degree going in the corner, but they fishtail a little coming out. So you use a lot of accelerator getting out of the corner.
Martin Truex on pit road for the second time in the Blunt Seafood car. Randy Porter has taken the Cincinnati Millicron machine to the garage, and Truex follows. Chad Little coming up the hill. You know, this is fun to watch because these fellas pass in places that your traditional road racers wouldn't dream of. You know, it's like there are no passing zones on this course.
Well, maybe next year they won't, but right now they're all experimenting. They're getting a little road race experience, and they're doing a great job. You see Robert Presley there. He's not giving up a lot of ground to the leaders. He's driving very hard.
Presley, like I said, it's just so much fun to watch him here. He walked past, and I made a motion like gear shifting, and he made a motion like he was holding the wheel, twisting it left, right, left again, and then up, arms over his shoulders. But he's having a great time. So it's taken a lot of adaptation for Robert Presley to run well on road courses, and well, I guess you'd say he quite hasn't had the best of luck on them.
No, not really. Last couple of years, you know, I've got a pretty good record. I hadn't passed the car yet, and I've been in the dirt all day. But I tell you what, we got a new team here this year, you know, and it's a little bit different type of race car. You know, it's a Laughlin race car, and it drives twice as good as the cars I've used to having. So, you know, I believe I can stay out of the dirt anyway.
I think I'd rather be soaring right here on four wheels. And the fellow who is soaring is Terry Labonte. Oops.
Whoa, there's Hermie Sadler out.
Lock the brakes up and go out on the cow patties.
That's much better than trying to make that corner with the wheels locked up. He drove that car straight until he got it under control, and then he come around.
Working on David Green as they climb the hill. Had one car off course at turn one.
Okay, this is Hermie.
Oh, no, this is Hermie.
Yeah, they've got the car pretty well. As you see, the back wheels locked up there. That's one of the worst things you can have happen on a road course is when those rear wheels break loose.
Patty Moise avoided the cow patties altogether. Now, there's an experienced road racer.
Who says women can't drive dirt tracks? I just seen her do it and did a super job of getting the car back straight.
And not lose the car and go off in the tire wall. That's tough to do. Here's Kenny Wallace for the lead. Whoa!
Now, that's the way I used to look for the whole 3 hours that this race would take. I was pretty much in that situation all the way around.
Boy, he drove it in hard and locked up the nose and just barely avoided contact. Napa, we keep America running. Here's how they're running right now.